The MAP Strategic Workforce Services 2024 Distinction in Mentorship Awards for Trades Advocate. This year's nominees are Brad Scott, Carpenter and Instructor, NBCC.
I nominated Brad for Trades Advocate because I just love the enthusiasm from him. He can literally get anybody excited about just getting a hammer in their hand and then be like, okay, now with this newfound power you have, we're going to create this grand structure and it is going to transform your community. And he instills that in them right from the beginning and just makes them really believe in themselves and what they can accomplish.
I think he takes on the role of a mentor. He just really comes alongside his students, but also all students. He's a connector. When any of his projects come through or an idea and an opportunity comes up, it doesn't just think about his students and his program, it's who else in the college can he bring alongside. And then they get introduced to the skilled trades as well, which is really cool to see. And then he just creates this safe place for everybody to get together and work on these projects that ultimately transform lives and communities.
The best part of being an instructor is seeing young people realize how much they already know and to put into practice. Just show them what they can do with very little. You don't have to be big and grand and fancy, but you can create awesome things out of nothing. Folks learn the best from stories. And I'm a piece of every student's story. I like them to know that they're the main character. And I'm not the hero, I'm just one little piece of your story. And if I can send your story off in a good direction, perfect.
Tony Wade, Construction and Industrial Electrician, Welder, and Instructor, NBCC.
He can really take it down to the bare bones basic to make sure people get what they're asking. He doesn't try to make things too complicated, so it's kind of a skill. It's a very good skill, actually.
It's his dedication to the timeless hours he puts in, both here at the campus, in the classroom, but at nighttime when he's dragging his laptop home and he's doing extra help at night for the apprentices who can't, or the students who are having a hard time grasping the concept. So he doesn't switch off, to the time where he says, oh my gosh, I was up at 4 o'clock this morning and I was thinking about how am I going to do this and how am I going to do that, and it just doesn't end. And I admire that dedication. So that's probably the best quality, just that.
You have an effect on a student where you see them gaining knowledge or understanding of a certain subject, or you see them getting better at something. The satisfaction for helping somebody progress. It's quite a feeling to see somebody gain confidence because of what you're saying or what you're doing. That's quite a rush, really.
Richard Smith, Sprinkler Fitter Training Director, UA, MCA, JATC.
I've known Rick Smith for over 20 years. I've had the pleasure of working with him on the board of the New Brunswick Pipe Trades, where he's run the Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee, which is a joint committee of both employers and unions. The role of that committee is to shepherd the apprentices through the process of apprenticeship, and Rick's done an excellent job of doing that for multiple years and multiple generations of apprentices.
We've been through thick and thin with Rick over the last 15 years for sure, all the way back to, if you go look at the current Apprenticeship Act, the New Brunswick Apprenticeship Act, Rick was involved in writing that, reviewing that, drafting that, talking to stakeholders about that, on the board for that. For the last 15 years. He's got a long experience as a tradesperson, as a supervisor of apprentices, working with the union. We've been through lots of discussions, trials, tribulations, all sorts of things with Rick over the last quite a few number of years. He plays a big role on a national level, international level, provincial level, all the way down to the training center in Miramichi.
So to be part of the apprenticeship board is a chance to make a difference, both in the model of the apprenticeship, but in how the trades are looked at and where they're going into the future. I actually set my first time sitting on the apprenticeship board was in 2010, and I feel that I've accomplished quite a bit and looking more for what I can accomplish. One of the big moves from the apprenticeship branch now was to move over to the Skilled Trades New Brunswick brand. An incredible move. I think that is going to make a difference on basically, raising the awareness, but increasing the appeal to the younger generation to join. Apprenticeship and occupational certification, that doesn't have much of a ring to it, but Skilled Trades New Brunswick, wow, I think that's going to really look at capturing some people. So.